All right, shalom, shalom, Shabbat, shalom, shalom, shalom. I give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High Yahweh, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, Yahusha, the Almighty Allahayim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and of the children of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, far and near, whithersoever the Most High done scattered them. All right. I want to thank the Most High for allowing me to have a mind to reverence Him, to have a mouth to speak what He has already written, which is the word which goes before us. All right, speaking in truth and sincerity. So, with that being said, I'm gonna jump right in, fam. I'm gonna deal with this message, which is the fiery trial, right? The fiery trial. So before I can even get here, right? I come out the womb, I was born into sin, you know, found out some things about slavery and captivity. They always pondered my mind, you know, not knowing who I was and what it is I'm supposed to be doing, which way to go. Because everything I was taught was from the left-hand side, even via my parents and my grandparents and so forth, because of regurgitation through the generation. But the Most High blessed me to find out who I was and what it is I'm supposed to be doing, and most of all, who He is and what He expects. Okay? But with that being said, it was a happy thing. The introduction was, that is, but once I got into it and as the years go by, it began to be vexing and uncomfortable a little bit. But it's only uncomfortable because I'm drawing myself out from what I was raised in. And then once again, I like to use the term detox, right? The Most High sending me through rehab. So with that being said, and all the way up to this point, I have to go through the fiery trial. And it's a fiery trial, step by step, day by day, because I don't know what's going to happen from day to day. But I am living out through sight, through spirit, through the set apart spirit, the words of prophecy, which the Most High has already written and given to the prophets before me, which are my forefathers. I'm just COTP, and you guys are too. I told you before, that just means the children of the prophets or children of the promise. We know it's going to be a remnant, 144,000, and some strangers and sojourners will dwell amongst the children of Israel. After the Most High bring out this broom, right? So with that being said, I'm dealing with the fiery trial. Those who are sincerely walking in the walk understand exactly what that means and what's going on. It's just a spiritual deal, super spiritual, all right? That's why the Mashiach told us we got to endure to the end. So with that being said, I am going to jump straight to the book of Proverbs, right? And at the beginning, before I can even get to verse 1, the book of Proverbs has a saying and a definition of what Proverbs is, okay? So the key word in Proverbs is wisdom. The key word in Proverbs is wisdom, the ability to live life skillfully, a godly life in an ungodly world, right? So that's the beginning of the fiery trial. Once the Most High, or like the Mashiach said, if He leave, He was going to send the Comforter. So when the Comforter show up, which is the set apart spirit, He is the introductioner, or He's the one that introduces you to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High, which comes through our King and our Master Teacher, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah Yahusha. All right? So thank the Most High for the Comforter. Thank the Mashiach for letting us know that we wouldn't be comfortless, right? Because once He was with us, we didn't need it. So now He left. When He left, He had to do that. And He had to, the Most High had to send that spirit upon whom He wanted that spirit to go to. And that's just how it is. So fortunately, it came my way. Now I got to deal with what it is, the withdrawal. And it's you know, it's no problem. It is no problem because I understand that through the fiery trial, it's refining me, right? It's refining me, right? Once again, the detoxation of it all. I'm getting purified. I'm getting cleansed. You know, it is what it is. So let's read this again. The key word in Proverbs is wisdom, the ability to live life skillfully, a godly life in an ungodly world. However, it's no simple assignment. See, that's that fiery trial. It's no simple assignment, period. And we're going to deal with some things. I can't completely bring out everything about this subject matter because it's very broad, very, very broad. And things continue to happen every day to vex your spirit, to make your eyebrows come closer to each other. You know what I mean? To have your nostrils to open, to go back to the Most High and have a different conversation, right? And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. It's called higher learning. A godly life, okay? The ability to live life skillfully. A godly life in an ungodly world, however, is no simple assignment, right? Proverbs provides the Almighty Power's detailed instructions for his people to deal successfully with the practical affairs of everyday life. How to relate to the Almighty Allahayim. Parents, children, neighbors, and government. But for the most part, I had to bring this out because understanding the term, the fiery trial, is no simple assignment, right? Learning how to live a godly life in an ungodly world. Learning how to gird yourself every day before you walk out the door. And even in your house, if you just browsing through, which I don't watch TV, but if you just browsing through YouTube, they have ads. And all of these ads, you have to eat that. Right? You got it, because the wicked is in control of all these things right now. So whatever they putting out on their ads and all that crap is very, very abominable. And we got to deal with that. And it's vexing. You know, the day that it's not vexing, that means I done got comfortable with it. And that's not good for me. I don't want to get comfortable. This ain't my rest. Right? And for those who understand where I'm coming from, they understand that this is not their rest. You know, physically nor spiritually, period. Anybody with common sense know this ain't our rest, but a lot of our people have accepted that the fact that this is it, this is home, and they claim it, and it's no big deal. But that's why the Most High deal with certain people. That's why he deal with certain people. So let's go on, man, with the fiery trial. We're gonna move on, okay? So I did that. I thank the Most High for that. Okay. So lock your family. Thank the Most High for that. And I got a few scriptures, man. I want to get it in the spirit of the Most High. Not my way and not my will. I just comb through the scriptures and he point them out. He give me understanding of what it is that he done written. I appreciate it, but I'm continuing to grow. I don't know everything, but I pray the Most High continue to show me, enlighten me, right? All right. So that being said, family, let's go to my opening scripture. I like to do opening scriptures, man. Okay. I like to do opening scriptures. But you know what? I'm going to skip it. Let's go straight to Psalms 118, verse 18. Straight to the book of Psalms 118, verse 18. All right. The book of Psalms, chapter 118, verse 18. So, let me get a pen, family, as I go. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. The book of Psalms, chapter 118, verse 18. The Most High hath chastened me sore, but he hath not given me over unto death. Right? And that's twofold for me. I'm still here. He's allowing me to pull the scripture, to be able to breathe, to be able to convey with you guys. Plus, he hadn't cast me out back into darkness where I come from, right? Out of the sinful kingdom. He hasn't cast me away. So that's death in his own. The scriptures continue to tell us that they are dead out there. That is the congregation of the dead. So he hasn't done that. Let's read it again and move on. Psalms 118, verse 18, the Most High have chastened me sore, but he hath not given me over unto death. And I thank him. I give him all honor, glory, and praises for that. You know, even though I do a lot of complaining, I get fed up. Because it's a sore deal. Like scripture just said, he chastened me sore, and that's chastisement. But it's cool. It's cool. It's building me up. It's making me stronger. It's making me a warrior for him. It's appreciative. And I tell him it's appreciative. He hear me moaning, griping, or whatever. But I got to keep going on. I must keep going on. That I do understand. You know, let's move on. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Right. Salakia. Could have that one wrong. Let me check. Oh, what you got? Oh, what you got? Oh, what you got? Okay. Salakia, family. Mm-hmm. Salakia. 1 Peter. I had 1 Peter's 1. What was it, 13 I pulled? Mm-hmm. Let's go to 1 Peter 4 and 12. All right. The book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. That's right. That's right. Let's read it again. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Right? Let's read on down. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of the Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Oh yeah, you'll be glad, because you know your time of rest, your time to exhale, right? Your time of comfort. You'll see the salvation of this long, heartfelt captivity that we've been in. All right. Even though we didn't physically get our backs beat in, the spirituality of it all, recollecting those events, and just at the age I am right now, just watching and seeing what done happened from the time I came into this sinful place, and just acknowledging the existence of the difference in nations toward the children of Israel, and even the children of Israel towards each other. We don't get a pass neither, because at some point we have to take claim, or accept the blame for us terrorizing each other, man. We must do that. You don't need nobody to tell you that stealing is wrong or killing is wrong, something like that. These things are commonly known. So we know this, right? But we got to continue to just go out and talk, man, and pray the Most High Spirit and His Word will go forth out in the world, and somebody will touch somebody, or the Most High will. Hey, sad part about it, through a fiery trial, He gonna let you know. But like my brother told me last week, I'd rather get chastened right now than later. And I say hallelujah to that. So let's read this and go on. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. That's right. And a strange thing did happen, you know. He sent the set apart spirit. And once he did that, he opened your eyes up, and you began to see all kind of things that you never thought you knew or would know. Right? And he continued to show you the smallest little bitty things now mean a lot to you. Once upon a time, there wasn't a care for it. So everything is maximized now, so to speak. Everything is maximized. So you can't miss nothing. And there's so much going on right now, it's ridiculous. You can't even, you get mad at this thing today, and tomorrow it'll be something else different, because this is how quick and rapid evil is rising in the place. But at the same time, as I say that, this is how quick the word of prophecy is being fulfilled and coming to life. So we got to thank the Most High for it. We got to hang in there. Once again, we got to endure. All right, let's move on. Let's jump to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 13 through 18. Let's do it. Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 13 through 18. Let's do that. Let's keep moving. Okay. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 13 through 18. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under the heaven. That's right, because once the set apart spirit comes to you and the Most High start guiding you towards Him back home, He starts showing you everything, and you take it upon, well, you don't take it upon yourself, because when the Most High chooses you, there's nothing you can do, right? So He started sending you down all these paths, showing you all these different things, right? And it's called spiritual growth. Let's get it again, though. Let's move on. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 13 says, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under the heaven. That's right. This sore travail have the almighty power given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. Right? Let's read that again, the last half. This sore trial have this sore trial or travail, Salakia, have the almighty Alahayim given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. See? Because that's what you're going to get. You got to be refined. You got to go through the fire. You must be tried. You got to be purified. You must be. Because if you get a chance to make it to the Most High, He will be pleased. You will be clean. Because right now, my hands are still dirty. Everybody's hands are still dirty, because the Most High says there's nobody, no, not one that's good. Because we've all sinned and we've all fell short. But it's a practice. It's a practice. We got to continue to do the best that we can do, and we're going to deal with that as we move forward in the message, precept upon precept, okay? And verse 13 says, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all the things that are done under heaven. And we got to do that, because right now, once again, this wickedness is rising so quick and so rapidly, according to prophecy. We got to stay up on it. We don't want to get caught up. You got to be 2 steps ahead of whatever it is the wicked master chef is doing. You must be ahead of him, right? So you are able to give out warning. Whether people gravitate or move to it, that's a whole nother story. Tell it. If the Most High presents the opportunity, tell it and be done with it, right? But you got to be paying attention. Just like Uncle Solomon saying right here, you must. I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all the things that are done under heaven. This sore travail hath the Almighty Elohim given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. And it's only sore because the Most High done pulled you out the world. If you're still in the world, you're not sore, you're not upset, you're not vexed, you don't have no concern about these things that I'm reading about at all. Verse 14 says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. It's definitely in this time for sure. Even if he's seen it then, it's still the same for right now, because Job 9:24 tells us that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And Genesis, once again, verse 1 and 2 tells you clearly that the darkness was here way before Adam was even created. The darkness was here. The master chef and his mad associates were here. All right. So yes, everything, all that he said, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Right. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Ain't that something? Let's read it again. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. That's right, because people forever craving, lusting, needing, or not needing. They think they need it. They think they're lacking something. Always. Let's go, verse 16. I commune with mine own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. Verse 17 says, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. That's right. Once again, we got to, whatever it is, I thank the Most High once again for allowing me to see everything that I see, allowing me to be upset with the things that I used to partake in. I appreciate it, man, because it was madness. I appreciate it. And this scripture took me right back to that. Verse 17 says, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. Madness and folly, y'all. I perceived that this also is vexation of spirit. That's right. That's okay. And it is very vexing. Very vexing. You can look back and see your madness and see the stuff that you were participating in. Okay? Now you can see the same stuff that you were participating in and be vexed about it. At one point in time, it didn't matter to you. Right? It didn't matter if you went to your family reunion. Once again, and I'm going to keep saying this, I'm just using stuff like that as an example. Or wherever you got down at, wherever your party or your associates were, all y'all were together, lumped up together. Don't matter if you was lesbos or homos, it don't matter. All y'all were there. All y'all were there, man. In the neighborhood. They were around there somewhere. Didn't nobody say that because you were too busy being wicked. Too busy doing your own wickedness. Too busy doing your own wickedness. So the Most High pulled me out of that madness and allowed me to see my madness. So at that same time, this happened. I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit, for in much wisdom is much grief. Hallelujah. You can say that again. For in much wisdom is much grief. So the more we continue to pray that the Most High continue to keep us close to him, to continue to keep his spirit upon us, to continue to pour his spirit out upon us. It's going to be grieving because you are growing and the world their growth is stunned. Their growth has stopped. Matter of fact, now they're going backwards. They don't even understand it. They're going backwards. So the world is not growing because they're dealing with the knowledge and understanding of one that is below zero. So he will not take you up above. He will not give you or access you to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High. That's just not what's going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not his job. His job actually is to show the Most High how simple his creation is. That's his job, to show the Most High how simple his creation is. So he's going to drag you through the mud. And the Most High will allow him to drag you through the mud until you come home, until you bow down, until you hearken, until you humble yourself and say that the Most High is the Almighty Elohim, and not be an idol worshiper, being of yourself or whatever it is the scripture said above earlier up in here when the when King Solomon said, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. That which is wanting or lacking, or always just, you're trying to go around the Most High, you always got the lust of the world on you, forever wanting. All right, let's get this again in verse 18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. This is that fiery trial. This is that fiery trial. Praise the Most High for verse 18. Let's get it again, family. For in much wisdom is much grief. Ask Moses, ask Isaiah, ask Jeremiah, Elijah, Elisha, John, Ezekiel, Paul, Peter, any of them. Ask them. Talk to the Most High about it. That's what you do. Talk to the Most High about it. Okay? For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. It get bad. It get real bad. Nobody understands you but the Creator, and maybe one or two ox out there. Nobody understand you. Nobody ain't got that relationship with the Most High like that, and ain't nowhere near being able to understand you, because they're not applying themselves. They're not praying to the Most High for that. The things that you desired in your life throughout your life that brought you, that gave the Most High the reason to put his hand upon you, it wasn't dwelling inside the other people like that. A lot of people weren't concerned about the things that you were concerned about for your nation. Because most of us was always concerned about our last names. Who are we? Where we come from? Why is this happening? Da 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 da. All that kind of stuff. You'll hear a lot of people to this day that don't care 2 or 3 cents about what done happened to our people in the past or what's happening there. They'll tell you quick, I don't care. It wasn't me. I ain't in slavery. Da 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 da. So I'm just saying, we got to thank the Most High that he has set us apart. But being set apart comes with a price. And this is the price, part of the price, some other price that I'm reading about right now, family. Verse 18 again. For the Most High, for the Spirit's sake. For much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. We got to ride it out, buddy. We got to ride it out. I'm a witness, man. I'm going to continue to go through it. I already know it. I'm going to jump to chapter 2 and verse 1 through 2. Keeping it moving. I said in mine heart, go to now. I will prove thee with mirth. Right? Let me read that again. I said in mine heart, go to now. I will prove thee with mirth or mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is vanity, because you can't escape this fiery trial. You can't escape this fiery trial. When I first came in and found out about this fiery trial, I tried to go out and buy some stuff that I thought that would occupy me to keep my mind, keep my spirit, balanced to the point where I wouldn't be tripping. because I was going through it. I was rumbling. I was going back and forth, being tossed to and fro in the spirit world, trying to come out the old into the new. And it was crazy. And it's still crazy to this day. But, yes, for instance, I would go out, buy a motorcycle or go out and buy me some new DJ equipment or something that's going to try to help me just, not be so vexing and not being tossed so much. But that can't help you, sir. Let's read it again in verse 1. I said in mine heart. That's what I did too. Go to now. I will prove thee with mirth, happiness, that is. I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is vanity. Verse 2 says, I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, what doeth it? Right? I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, what doeth it? It don't do nothing for me, man. It don't do nothing for me, because now my reality is the anointing what the Most High has bestowed upon me. That's my reality. I have to deal with that now. There's no escaping that no more. There's no escaping that no more. So this fiery trial, you can't escape it. The Most High dealing with you, he going to deal with you, and you're going to go through it. And that's a beautiful thing, because he got you prepared for the future, for this kingdom. But we must be cleansed. We got to get the dirt off our hands. We got to learn how to be respectful. We got to learn how to be fearful. We got to learn how to be conductive, or to conduct. You cannot run a righteous kingdom if you got any of this old Babylonian mess in you, this old Egyptian foolishness, right? Or if you even got any spirit of sodomy on you, period. So you talking about vexation. First, the bondage was madness. Then when this sodomy kicked in, that then took over everything, because AI is linked with this sodomy mess. That's just the beginning of AI. That's the beginning of defiling your temple. That's just the beginning. Because the wicked master chef knows once you start that on that level, you will do anything after that. He can go on and finish you off. He can go ahead and finish you off, man. So as I sit back and see all these things, it's vexation of spirit, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's so bad. I don't even know if abominable is a strong term for the stuff that's going on. And we ain't seen nothing yet. And that's the crazy part. This stuff got to reach a peak. And then Mashiach gonna come and straighten it out. So we got to hold on. And the fiery trial is gonna continue to have those who love the Most High, who have separated themselves from this wicked and nasty place. It's gonna continue to piss them off more and more, to the point that they ain't gonna want to do nothing crazy no more in life. Period. Nothing but respect and honor the Most High's will and his way, which is his laws and his statutes and his commandments, man. And acknowledging the fact that he is the Most High, Yahweh Yahuwah, right? Bahashem Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, Yahusha. That's what's going to be established in the end game. So it's in process and in progress right now. So that's what's going on, man. So we're dealing with the fiery trial. I'm going to keep it moving, family. I'm gonna go to Sirach 32:14 in the Apocrypha. Sirach 32:14. Moving on, fam. Appreciate you, Most High, once again for giving me a mouth to speak and a mind to reverence you. All right. Thank you. Sirach chapter 32, verse 14 reads, "Whoso feareth the Most High will receive his discipline." Right? "And they that seek him early shall find favor." Like my brother said, I'd rather get it now, early. Give me my butt whipping early, not later. Because later, it might be too late. It's going to be a complete butt whipping, right? Destruction. So right now, let's get it on. Let's go through the fiery trial. Let's quit avoiding the call. Everybody see make the caller ID, right? They see the they see the Most High name popping up on it. They won't answer the phone. But he know that. That's why he called you. He tested you. He tried you. You failed the test. When you don't answer the phone, you fail the test. Verse 14 of Sirach 32 says, whoso feareth or respect, and this time the Most High will receive his discipline. And they that seek him early shall find favor. So, fear and respect. Yeah, you better fear him, right? You better fear him, because through fear comes respect. Believe that. Believe that. Respect is implemented in fear. Because if you feel something, you respect it to a certain degree. Believe that. All right? So that's what we're dealing with, man. I like that. We'll read it again, verse 14:32. Whoso feareth the Most High will receive his discipline. And there you go. And they that seek him early shall find favor. So they're going to receive his discipline. They ain't going to get mad and run off, like the scriptures say. The wicked flee when no man pursue. They ain't going to get mad. They're going to stand there and take that on the chin. They're going to take that on the chin. Might take two to the chin. Might get a gouging in the eyes. Whatever it takes, you're going to stand there and take it. You know why you're going to take it? Because you know it to be true. Whatever it is the Most High coming at you with, when you come into this walk and you hear these words, or you hear a word from behind you saying that this is the way, walk ye there in it, or walk ye in it. You know what I'm saying? All these things that you hear, you know them to be true. Don't matter if it hurts or not. But the thing about it, since it is true, that makes you stand there and continue to listen. Because you've lived these things. Can't nobody take that away, or can't nobody detour you from that. You know this to be true without a shadow of a doubt. But a lot of people can't stand the truth. If we can see that in the world today. I ain't got a lot of people around me calling my phone, talking about the Most High this, the Most High that, or, look at how the world is moving. Look at this, what the scriptures say about how the world is moving, man. Look at this, look at that. Ain't a whole lot of people calling my phone, and I ain't expecting it. I'm not expecting it, because the scriptures don't say it's going to be that way anyway. But all I'm saying is, let's get it right now. Let's go on and go through the fiery trial now, because we know fire coming at the end, physical fire. So right now, we're going through it right now. We're going through the refinery in spirituality. So let's thank the Most High for it, man. Let's move on, fam. 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 39 through 41. All right. 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 39 through 31. 39 through 41. Salaki. I love the word of the Most High, because it is the best education ever. I don't care nothing about your bachelor's or your master's or your PhDs, none of that. All that's madness. Gonna lead you right back to the tree of good and evil, the tree of good and evil, knowledge of good and evil. That's where it's gonna lead you right back to. I keep saying that, because the more and more you try to build yourself up in this place, in this wicked kingdom, that's where you're gonna end up, serving the puppet master. It draws you further and further away from the Creator and what He expects His creation to do. You understand? So, it is what it is. You got to understand that the Most High don't want us to celebrate pagan ways and pagan holidays, for the simple reason that if you trading gifts, for instance, on Christmas and all that, you start getting attached to that person who gave you that gift. The Most High ain't nowhere in that. And y'all keep continuing to do that. Valentine's, you're getting attached, and y'all start, getting a strong, but you should always have a strong relationship with your individual, your family members, your wife, or whoever it is, your significant one. But if you continue to do it, it continues to draw you away from the Creator. Because pretty soon, if you don't get nothing, we all know this, certain people don't get certain things in certain holidays, or some madness, somebody don't show up for Christmas, or you don't get nothing for your birthday. They didn't give me nothing for Valentine. They didn't give me nothing for Christmas, or we didn't get no Easter eggs, or any of that foolishness. You start feeling some kind of way with that individual, and it's all vanity. Like Solomon said, it's just vanity. It's madness for no reason. But you got attached to these pagan ways, and now, like I said, the Most High ain't got nothing to do with it. It's all about you and how you feel, and your carnality. So I thank the Most High for the Spirit, man, putting the Spirit on me, allowing me to see all the things that are done under heaven, on the earth, like Solomon said. And I see that it all is vanity and vexation of spirit, because that's vexation of spirit, man. Just because you don't get nothing on a certain holiday or certain things, nobody come around you on Christmas, you got a sad Christmas. You got to, if you can't be with your family all during the year, we're going to be together on Christmas. Why you can't be together during the course of the year? That's not I don't know. People don't even look into the real meaning behind these things, to see that it draws you straight back to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. It does. All you got to do is look at it and see who's behind it and why. Why is all this? It's a conditioning, right? It's idol worship and it's conditioning. But let's move on. 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 39 through 41 says, "Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, the Most High did, which was full as if it were with water, but the color of it was like fire." Let's read that again. "Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup," not a little bit, a full cup. And that's what you'll need anyway, to be able to handle and stand before these wicked spirits out here. You're gonna need a full cup. You're gonna be able to know how to cut them left and right. You're gonna have to know what to say, what spirit to be in for a demon or for something to back up off of you, for that demon to recognize that you ain't nothing to be played with, because they're gonna try you anyway. So if you ain't sharp and you ain't got it together, you're gonna get devoured. You're gonna get devoured. So here we go. Verse 39, Sirach 14 says, "Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full as if it were with water, but the color of it was like fire." Verse 40 says, "And I took it and drank. And when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding." Y'all get it now, right? "And wisdom grew in my breast. For my spirit strengthening my memory." See? And that's what happens. Once I pull you into this thing, and once he's send the comforter your way, your memory gets strengthened. And you start looking back. Hey, you start going way, way back. Way back. Centuries and centuries further back. You start digging just like the so-called white man be digging. He always digging, trying to come up, finding something. But yeah, the Most High send you on a journey to start looking and finding stuff too. To start turning over rocks, uncovering this, breaking this down, looking through that, right? That's strengthening you coming right here. So you got to know how to deal with this stuff, man. You got to know how to deal with the adversary, period. You got to know how to deal with this wicked master chef and his minions, all right? Verse 40 says, "And I took that cup he had gave me, which was like fire, and I drank it. And when I had drink of it, my heart uttered understanding." Hallelujah. No more foolishness talking about the Falcons and the Saints and the Cowboys. To be 50 years old, still got your cowboy hat on, right? Your Dallas Cowboy hat. You still talking about the San Francisco 49ers, and he talking about the Cowboys. And y'all keep saying, well, y'all ain't got no defense. And y'all, it ain't neither one of y'all team, man. Plus all them dudes out there, sodomites. Just going to get it over with. That's why I thank the Most High for waking me up and bringing me out. It didn't take that much for me. All I have to do is keep seeing them on TV doing what they're doing. Them folks start showing you that these folks are clearly of the other agenda. Look at all them dudes they showing you, Michael Strahan and all these people that don't just totally got effeminate. Big as these guys are, kissing on TV, doing all this mess, bathtub rituals right in front of you. They hitting each other off with the man just got out the shower and they got another man come up on TV on a commercial. Y'all slapping each other on the butt continuously, just keep hitting them on the butts on the backside. At what point is that not funny? Ain't that funny about that? Something's got to be done about it. The only thing can be done about it, you got to come up out of it, man. You got to come. I'm just using that for an example. It's all kind of madness and vanity that's going on now. The Most High showed you, linked it all up for you right here in the scripture. Let's get it. Verse 40 in the 14th chapter of Sirach said, and I took of it and drank it. And when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding. I got it. Now I see it. I thank you, Most High. And wisdom grew in my breast, right? For my spirit strengthening my memory. My spirit, the spirit, that set apart spirit, that comforter, strengthen your memory, right? Verse 41 says, and my mouth was open and I shut it no more. I like to laugh then, because when the Most High put his spirit, when he sent that comforter, buddy, and he's strengthening your memory, you ain't gonna shut your mouth no more. That's all you're gonna be talking about. Most High this, the Most High that, the Most High this, the Most High that. Every time you open your mouth, it's going to be pertaining to the Father, and that's what he wants. And I woke up this morning with that again. I understand why he going to come tear this place up. You know, he got a controversy with the Lamb, right? Because the creation ain't nobody reverencing him. Understood. See, if the creature can have which the Most High installed in the creature, the attributes of the Creator, you know, having feelings, being able to see, taste, smell, think, talk, walk, react, act. If he put all those things in you, why he can't have the same attributes? If you could be jealous of what your husband or what your wife is doing, how come the Most High can't be jealous at you about what you're doing? But the people don't understand that. Just because he's not here in the physical, he gets no respect. You know, but your common sense tell you that there's a creator, because I'm sitting here running my mouth. That's a wonder in its own. How did this happen? How can he make something that walks around, start talking, looking, touching, and feeling, and just how did this happen? You believe in the Big Bang? Really? How did this happen? So there's no respect of the creator. You can clearly look outside and see the acts of a creator. But you can also look outside in this filthy, nasty place and see the works and the acts of the wicked one. So you can't get them twisted. You can't get them confused. Satan could never be the creator. He too busy polluting the world, polluting the men, polluting the creation. That's his job. He ain't created no moon and stars, no clouds and no skies and no ocean. All the things that he create is madness and wickedness. That's it. So those are his attributes. That's how you know he exists. The Most High's attributes. I can look outside out here, see the sunlight, see the trees, see the rain. I know the Most High exists. When I look in the mirror, I can tell he exists. Right? Let me get verse 40 again. And my mouth was open, and I shut it up no more. Let me read 40 again. And I took it, talking about that cup. I'm going to read it all. 39 through 41 in Sirach, the 14th chapter. Then I opened my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full, as it were, with water. But the color of it was like fire. I know it was, and we're going to deal with that. Like fire. flaming fire. And I took it and drank. And when I had drink of it, my heart uttered understanding. I know it did. And wisdom grew in my breast. For my spirit strengthened my memory. You were touched. And my mouth was open and shut no more. All praise to the Most High. And my mouth was open and shut no more. And that's Revelation chapter 10, verse 9 through 10. And my mouth was open and shut no more. Revelations chapter 10. Verse 9 through 10. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. Just like I had to drink that cup that looked like fire. And the set apart spirit give it to me, right? And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Okay? And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and I ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter, right? And it's the same effect, right? I received this book. I received the book when I heard the word, and it was sweet to me, sweet as honey, sweet as a honeycomb, you know, but soon as I ate of it, it went down in my stomach and it was bitter. It made my belly bitter. Why? Because I started seeing prophecy come to life. First starting in my household, be it in my immediate household or my family's outside of my household. It's still my household, but I start seeing certain stuff. You know, I start seeing everything the scripture said, and the word continued to come to life, and it continued to get bitter, man, because the more you keep drinking that cup that look like fire, right? And your understanding start increasing, it start being vexation of spirit. And you start seeing the vanity. And then at that point, till this day, and it get real bad. It get bad to the point sometimes you don't even want to be here. Because you get sick of it all, man. You really get sick of it all. But all praise to the Most High. That's just what you got to go through. You got to go through this cleansing. It's a reason for it. Like my brother told me the other night. Let's get this butt whooping now and not later. You know, because we're in it for the end game. And we're going to continue. We're going to deal with it. All right. Revelation chapter 10, verse 9 through 10. And I went up and I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and I ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter, right? So all that good, happy, oh, I'm Israel. I'm glad to know I'm Israel. I'm wearing fringes. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. The more and more you keep building yourself up, getting into the spirit, the more and more the Most High keeps showing you the wickedness and the madness of this place, and you start being astonished about who the wicked is. That's what really hurt. That's what started getting bitter to you. You start recognizing the unbelievable. You will acknowledge the fact that I didn't know this one was like that, or I didn't know this was like that. The Most High is showing me this evil, this wickedness, and the Most High is showing me this wickedness right here. Or the Most High is showing me that they reject this, or she rejects that, and he rejects this, and you keep trying to minister, and it ain't working. So your patience runs short, and we have to learn to develop patience. Because if not, you're a ticking time bomb yourself. So we got to learn to develop patience. you know, going through the fiery trial. You got to, man. You got to. And another thing, while you're going through this trial and you keep looking at others, wondering why they're stagnant, wondering why they won't move, wondering why they're not gravitating to the word of the Most High, why they can't see this. They see it. They see it. But being born into this wicked spider web, and that's all you've ever known, it's not that easy if the Most High ain't really putting a spirit on you to come out. It ain't easy to do that. It's not easy at all, man. So we got to continue to pray. That's our job as Israelites, one with power with the Most High. We got to continue to pray for souls and for spirits to enter into these souls. But at the end and at the beginning of the day, it's the will of the Most High. It's the will of the Most High. Now, he's calling everybody through us. We out talking, telling it. But being chosen is a whole nother ballgame. You know what I'm saying? So our job is to continue to minister and let the Most High continue to do his work. Okay? And that's it. So let's read on. Like I said, I ate the book up like I drunk up the cup. And the book was sweet to me till it got down in my stomach. Till the Most High continued to show me that his word is true and every man a liar. And it started to hurt. It started hurting. And it hurt to this day. It hurt to this day real, real bad. Real bad. You know? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 20 and 12. It hurt bad, man. But that's that fiery trial, man. We got to go through it, man. We got to go through it. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 12. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 12. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Most High have made even both of them. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Most High have made both of them. And when he send that, set up that comforter, that's what he come with. He come with it. The seeing ear, the hearing ear and the seeing eye. This is what you get. You get to see everything through the lens of the Most High. You get to hear everything now through the lens of through the ears of the Most High. You get to hear now the things that you used to be conformed to be madness now. You know, you start condemning your old way. You start condemning your old way, right? If you got a mate, no matter if you're a male or female, whoever in this walk, in strength and in truth, if you got a mate and you start doing these things, the next thing you know, because at one time both of y'all were wicked together. Both of y'all were wicked together. Now you decide you want to come out and you leave that mate right there. And then you look back and start saying that mate is wicked. You know, we have to understand, and we have to once again just see that, you know, this is the wickedness that you used to be in, and people cannot gravitate that quick to come out of the world like that. And once again, I'm going back to patience. You got to learn how to be patient, because a part of that is going through the fiery trial. We expect our counterparts and our people in our family, our sons and our kids and our mothers, grandfathers, our fathers, brothers and sisters, to just pick up that quick like that and just, no, it ain't that easy, man. And it hurts. Yeah, it hurts, but we must learn how to develop patience in this situation. Going through this fiery trial, we got to develop patience, right? We got to be minister. If you're a minister, you got to have patience. A lot of us ain't got it. Scriptures tell us in Sirach that we cannot be a lion. Be not a lion in your house. Don't be a lion in your house. I'm just paraphrasing the precept. Don't be a lion in your house. Let the work of the Most High work its Perfect work, man. You done said what you had to say. Keep walking in what you're supposed to walk in. Do what you're supposed to do. You know, once you feel like you done did everything you need to do or what have you, let the Most High continue to deal with his creation. Because you individually can't make nobody do nothing. Okay? Can you stop yourself from going through this fiery trial? No, you can't. You can't do it. You ain't got no control over it. It's all over. So we just got to be mindful about this. Let's get it again. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Most High have made even both of them. And this is what he gave us when we came in this, right? The hearing ear and the seeing eye. Yeah, it's crazy, man, but, you know, we just got to learn how to mature, continue to mature in this walk. And that fiery trial is going to bring us just to that point, a high level of maturity in the Most High. All right, let's move on. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 5. Let's move on. Proverbs 24 and 5. See what the Most High got right here. Proverbs 24 and 5 says, a wise man is strong. Yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. A wise man is strong. So we got to be strong. Got to be strong. Because you get weak. You get real weak. Vexation will have you weak. Vexation will piss you off. Vexation will have you conversating with the Most High like you never have before. And these are the words that the Most High got to say to you when you are vexed. When you going through your fiery trial, this is what the Most High got to say to you. A wise man is strong. Yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. Right? So you bethink yourself. You say, you know what? I got to go through it, man. It is what it is. Matter of fact, I thank the Most High for sending me through it. Because that lets me know he's still chastening me. He's still watering what he planted within me, which is his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He's still doing that. So as it grows, it's like growing pains. As it grows and grows, you know, he continues to increase your knowledge. He continues to let you see more and more of this wicked place. Oh yeah, it pisses you off. Definitely piss you off. But you got to thank the Most High. His word is coming true. His prophecies are coming true for all the naysayers, all the scorners, and the fools that talk against the Most High, that talk against the scriptures. Continuously saying the scriptures ain't true. Man, we winners, man. We winners, man. We are winners, headed for the championship, though. Come on, y'all. We got to stay strong. I need y'all to help me too. Leave me a comment or something. Let me know. Talk to me, man. I need help too, man. All of us need help. All of us need help. But here's what the Most High says, chapter 24, verse 5 in Proverbs says, a wise man is strong. Yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. Okay? A man of knowledge increases strength. That's just it. Right? Verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. And if your strength is small, you're a weakling. And if you're a weakling, Satan gonna devour you. All right? He's gonna devour you. He's gonna devour you. So grown man, austere man, men of valor, Most High raising up. No chumps, no effeminate men. Right? But this old, let me stop. In this old twisted and perverted kingdom we were born in, this ain't it. Like I said, this is not our rest. We're going to a kingdom of righteousness, man. Where things are going to be in order. Man, woman, child, not woman and woman. Then man and man. And then forget the children. Forget the children. Because a child ain't got a place when two women together or two men together. There's no room for a kid. Nothing but to destroy it. And that's another major part of my fiery trial. So I got to wait and I got to be patient. Does it make you want to do something? It make you want to do something. Sad part about it, man. Like I said, man, these people, man, woo, there's no room for the kid in that type of environment. All right. Only but to destroy the kid. The kid is the future. You destroy the future, you destroy life itself. But the Most High ain't gonna have it. So all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. He gonna do what he gotta do. He gonna cleanse the earth of its filthiness. Let's move on. I'm gonna read these two and keep moving. One more time. 24, verse 5 and 10 in the Proverbs says, a wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. Verse 10 says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. As soon as it gets tough, you start tripping. You start whining and start complaining. Like the children of Israel when they came out of Egypt, acting like little women. Men acting like women, putting that spirit out on their family. Right? Just like I see today, you got grown men walking around, and I'm gonna keep saying it because this is what they doing. If they wasn't doing it, I wouldn't talk about it. You got grown men walking around with their son, who's very feminine, very gay. He with his father. I don't know how that happens on his watch. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it happened. But all I know is there's some attributes in that father or that mother, both of them, that got that child like that, that allows a child to be like that. Most High ain't gonna play the radio for this place, y'all. Come on, fam. We're gonna bring this kingdom down, man. It got to be, but it's gonna be done like in the days of Noah. The famine of the word. When the famine of the word come, then you know the fire is right around the corner. Because guess what? We're gonna talk all the way up to the day that the fire is coming. After that, before that, at that point, ain't no more talking. Because Noah preached until to the coming of the flood. To the day of the flood. Right before the flood came, he preached. When the Most High told him to start doing this and move that way and move this way, it was all over, man. It's over. He did his part. He did his job. One no more word, one no more righteousness getting poured out into that wicked kingdom at that time. He had done it for so many years. All right? Most High said it's enough. You've done what I asked you to do. Now move out the way. That's just it, man. And we got to keep warning our family till the time comes. And after that, we got to move out the way. Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. We got to move out the way, man. Right? So if you faint in the day of adversity, man, your strength is small, man. You're a chump. You're a chump, and you ain't fit to roll with the grown folk, baby. You're a chump. The trial is fiery, man, but we got to be strong with it. Yeah, and that vexation don't do nothing but make you strong because it pisses you off to the point it make you want to do something. It make you want to do something. But you got to hold what you got. Patience and maturity. Once again, you ain't got it. You'll be a loose cannon. One more time for sure. One more time for sure. Okay? Salaki, family. I'm probably going off. Right? I'm probably going off. What was that, fam? Oh, Salaki. I was in the book Sirach. Right? Let me find my precept, family. Salaki. Oh yeah, that ain't it, but that's a good precept. Right? That ain't it. Yeah, that ain't it, but a good precept. Okay. That's not it. So yeah, we can't be getting pissed off too soon. We got to hang on in there, man. Like I said, I need help, just like the next man need help. Oh, I'm in the wrong book. Salakia family. I was in the Esdras. I did call Sirach, chapter 4 and 28. That was the right precept. I was still in Second Esdras. I'm a fan of the Apocrypha, and I was stuck in Second Esdras. Forgive me, family. Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to be. The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28 says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Most High shall fight for thee. He says, strive for the truth unto death, and he will fight for thee. So in striving, that means it's a struggle going on. You got to struggle. You got to fight. It's a fiery trial going on. You got to hang in there. We got to be in it. We got to stay in it if we're going to win it. He says, strive for the truth to death, and he will fight for you. Right? Hang in there. Stay in this fiery trial. Pray the Most High continue to give you another spirit, which is a crutch, to stand up and do what you're supposed to do. Right? Strengthen you in the times of your weakness. But do not run. Do not run. Stand there. Stay in the ring. Right? Just as well as you take one on the chin, you can deliver one. Do what you got to do. Sirach 4 and 28 again. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Most High shall fight for thee. Right? Strive for the truth unto death, and the Most High shall fight for thee. That's it. And we're moving on. Matthew chapter 20, verse 20 through 23. Matthew 20, verse 20 through 23. Right? So what am Mashiach say? The book of Matthew chapter 20, verse 20 through 23. Okay? Matthew chapter 20, verse 20 through 23. Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, what wilt thou? She saith unto him, grant that these, my two sons, may sit, the one on thy right hand and the other on the left, in thy kingdom. She asking for a lot, ain't she? She asking for a lot. Don't know what she's doing. Well, let's go. But Mashiach answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. And that's right. You have no idea of what you ask. Just like we didn't have no idea about that cup, that cup that the angel poured out on the Esdras and filled it up, and it looked like fire. And just like that book that John ate, and it was sweet as honey, but went down in his stomach, bitter. See, we didn't have no understanding when we came in and said, yeah, we want to be Israel. Yeah, we wearing fringes, We ain't know pretty soon here it's gonna be vexation of spirit, buddy. It's gonna get real, real bad. It's gonna be a spiritual warfare, right? A converting the spirits here. You ain't knowing that. You ain't knowing what you was asking for. You did not know what you were accepting and receiving. But the Most High knew who he was dealing with when he chose you. He knew if you could make it or not. You didn't know that. Right? So that's what Mashiach saying. That lady don't know what she talking about. Let's get it. But Mashiach answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of? And to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? Boy, they said unto him, we are able. Yeah, they don't know. Same thing, the decree we made when we said we accept the fact that we're Israel and that we're going to start keeping these commandments and this and that and all that. Yeah. Then you find out it ain't easy to convert your household. This ain't no easy thing. It ain't easy to find out that you're going to lose your husband or you're going to lose your wife or your son and them ain't going to gravitate to the Most High like that, like you think it is in your little mind. You chummy and all happy like a little child on their birthday. You ain't knowing that. So you weren't able to count the cost because you didn't know how much it cost. You didn't even know the value of it. You just said, yeah, I accept. But here we go. They said unto him, we are able. And he said unto them, all right, ye shall drink indeed of my cup and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand or on my left is not mine to give, right? But it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. So indeed, you say, yeah, I accept the fact that I'm Israel. All right, not knowing that you're saying I'm accepting the fact of this fiery trial, you know, losing a household, right? Being isolated, being all alone. You didn't know you was accepting all that. You thought Israel was going to be one big happy nation, right? And we all going to twiddly-dee into the kingdom. No, sir. No, sir. It ain't that pretty, and that ain't how it is. Because the more and more you grew in these scriptures and found out these scriptures were true and start seeing it come to life in your own house and in your own family, fiery trial begin, buddy. It keep getting worse and worse. But the Most High gonna bring us through, man. All right? So that's the deal with that. Seahawks, and they answered him and said, we are able. So that's what we said. We are able, not knowing. We didn't count the cost. We didn't know how can you count the cost of something that you really had no idea about. Only thing you knew in reference to that, okay, yeah, we the children of Israel because we was in slavery, our last names, our heritage was stripped, and all these things that was relevant to you. You accepted that to be true. So you had said, yeah, okay, I understand. I get that. Okay, all right, let's go with this. Let's go. But we ain't had no clue. No clue. That's why when you begin to find out who the Most High is, a lot of people, I don't know if they know that already or something, because they just say, I don't want nothing to do with it. They don't go that route. They don't gravitate to that deal. They keep living in the world. You know, it's just like being like a prisoner, being in prison for 20-some years. Once you let him out of jail, he can't stay out on the street too long because he used to being in jail. So he gonna do something so he can go back to jail. People rather, and that's what this is, one big filthy cage over here. A cage is a prison or a cell with bars. A cage got bars. It's just a prison. Just like you put a bird in a cage, that's prison. Who puts a bird in a cage? But anyway, we're gonna deal with that. We're not gonna deal with that. Not right now. But anyway, that's prison. And this filthy cage over here, this is prison, man. People are used to being in prison. When you start trying to take them out that environment and bring them into something that's new, that is very, very opposite of what they've known all their lives and been passed down from generation to generation, they're not fixing to leave that, man. And that's sad. That's real sad. Even when we all, like I said before, know that the things that we've been doing, a lot of those things that they were wrong. They were disgusting, they were filthy, and they were wrong, man. We knew it, but we continued to do it. And the Most High even blessed us through some of those things, not even knowing the Most High. But he blessed us anyway, because he do things because he wants you to do things. But we don't give them back in return when we in the world. We only go to the Creator when we down and out, or when our back against the wall, when we need something. I ain't even fixed again. I was about to say something else, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. That's how we use the Most High. That's how people use the Creator, call themselves, but he ain't to be mocked. He ain't to be mocked. He gonna get his respect, be it through trial and tribulation, death. Don't make him no different. He gonna get his respect, man. So these people asking for something they didn't know, just like we signed up for something we didn't know nothing about, man. But now that we in it, we understand, you know, this fiery trial, man. We get it, and it's bad. Sometimes I'm out there talking to people, I wouldn't even recommend them hardly to this boy, because this ain't what you want. If you ain't ready to sacrifice and put everything on the line, I wouldn't recommend it. That's why I would tell people certain stuff. Just plant a seed or something. But I won't go too hard on trying to reel you in. I'm gonna let the Most High deal with you. If he wants you, he gonna get you. One way or another. If he wants you, he gonna get you. But I will plant that seed if he opens that door. Some people I don't even waste time to say nothing to, bro, because because I see how far off into the world they are. And I'm not fixing to say nothing unless the opportunity presents itself and I got to say what I got to say. You know, and that's just it. And it's gonna hurt their feeling. What it's gonna be, what it's gonna be, because that's all I'm gonna have to say. And I can't say nothing. I can't be a soothsayer. I can't say things that'll please you. I cannot do that. I'm not allowed to do that no more. And I ain't never been the one to do that anyway. So I ain't never been nobody to do that. So we see what happened there. You know, and we see that they think they want to drink of that cup. They think they want to eat the book. You know, they think they want to drink Mashiach out of Mashiach's cup or drink the cup that he drank out of. They don't want that. They don't want that what Esdras was drinking out of that looked like fire inside that cup. You know? And after he drank it, his memory expanded, right? His knowledge increased. His understanding increased. So, and it was the understanding of everything, not just good stuff, man. You start seeing the wickedness of your people, the destruction of your people. You start looking at what's behind the destruction of the people, the sinister aspects of where all this stuff coming from. You start going to the core root of everything, and it starts getting vexing. You know, it really starts getting vexing. Now you have to wake up every day, and this has become your new reality, which is really reality. Because when you was out in the world, it was fictional. It was artificial. Now it's all coming to a full head, the artificialness of it all. Coming to a full head now. So now that you see all of his vanity and vexation of spirit, man, the fiery trial. Okay? Luke 14, 28 through 30. Now you see. Luke 14, 28 through 30. All right? The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 28 through 30 says, "For which of you intended to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it." So it's the same. He's talking to us, choosing Israel. We ain't sit down, but I tell you, I'm gonna stop. Let me stop, family. Salakia. I heard some things when them brothers was teaching. When I first came in this walk and I started listening, I didn't even have the right Bible. But for the most part, the one that I had, most of the information was in the Bible. And you know how most people come in, they go through, they write, they stay in this thing all day, all night. Hey, I stayed away from my family for about a year and a half. They didn't see me, period. I was in constant study about each and everything. So, and that's a part of that, what Esdras was saying, you know, once he drunk out of that cup, you know, everything, you know, his memory started getting increased, everything started happening. I started going back in way back, centuries and centuries. And I just started digging into following the trail of where people from just doing everything. I had to make sure before I made this decision that this was the ultimate truth before I did this. And I made my mind up and I said, now, one thing about it I did when I came in this, and I thank the Most High for, I said, now, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna believe in the whole Bible. Either that or I ain't gonna do it at all. And that was my decree. I said that with my own mouth, and then I was on my way. So I did count the cost, but not knowing everything that was in here now. But I did make my mind up and said, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna accept the whole thing, not just the New Testament, not just the Old. I'm gonna accept it all. I'm not gonna do it, and that's before the Creator's face. That was my testimony when I decided to make my mind up, and this is what I'm gonna do. So, and I ain't trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, I'm all that I'm different from nobody, but that's what he bestowed upon me. That was what was in my heart. So yeah, I kind of counted the cost a little bit, But still, I didn't know everything that was in the scriptures. I had to go in the scriptures, read scriptures, live the life, and see that the word is true. Each and every time I continue to read, and each and every time I go out and try to say something to my family members and stuff, and it start coming backfiring. I didn't know all that, man. I didn't know all that, but I received it. I stayed with it. And the fiery trial began. All right. So verse 28 says, for which of you intended to build a tower, right? Sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. Yeah, and this is a tower. This is a great tower. It reaches up to the heaven. This is a tower. It's a connection. It is Jacob's ladder. Up and down, angels descending and ascending. Up and down, up and down. It's a tower. But we don't know nothing about that. We got to get in it first. We got to get in it. Let's move on. Verse 29. Less happily, after he laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, and all that behold it began to mock him. Now let me tell you something. I'm encountering again, which I've encountered before, people that was in this and left, and Satan devoured them. Now I don't know what's going on in the ladder right here with someone that's around me. I'm praying and I hope that Satan don't devour them. But at the same time, when you leave the Most High, turn your back on the Most High, that's all out there. Satan welcomes you back. He's gonna say, welcome home, son. Welcome home, son. Take this dress. Sleep with this lady right here, which is my girlfriend. Or he's gonna say, come on here, girl. Go over here and sleep with my wife. Go over here and sleep with my boyfriend, or whomever, however, whatever after that. This is the wrong time to be going back in the world. All wickedness is before everybody's eyes. You go into the world now, you asking to be a sodomite. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know what else you're going out there for. It's a wrap, dog. So let's move on. Verse 29 says, less happily, after he laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it began to mock him. And that's what's going to happen. All your family members, man, they finna drag you. They're going to drag you. And you going to make the creator seem like he don't exist. But it ain't going to happen because we still here. We still here. We going to uphold. We going to hold it down. We're going to continue to go through the fiery trial. We ain't going to be scared. Right? We're not going to be scared like Proverbs or the book of Proverbs said earlier. We're not going to be scared. We're not going to be scared. You run and tuck your tail and your family mock you. And you sitting there, man, you looking bad. You're looking bad, man. Right. You looking bad. What that Proverbs 24:10? If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Right? Thy strength is small. Small, man. You faint in the day of adversity, you're gonna get devoured. Let's move on. Verse 30, they'll say what? This man began to build and was not able to finish. They mocking him, laughing him to scorn. Laugh him to scorn. And they're going to eat him up. And you're going to walk around, you're going to be like Nebuchadnezzar. Your knuckles going to drag the ground. Wet feathers going to grow all over you. Going to turn you into some wicked demon. And that's what you're going to look like. It ain't good, man. It ain't good. But let's move on. Job chapter 19 and 19. We're going to stay in it. We're going to stay in it. We're going to laugh last. Everybody else being merry right now. The Most High pulled us out the block party. Pulled us out the club. I hate to be at a club now, at a strip club, any of them clubs now. When I was coming out the world at a strip club, you had to compete with lesbians. And you know something went right with that. At that point in life back then, and know something was wicked then. What is this all about, man? This is madness. Madness. You all up in the club, any of them clubs. All y'all in there together, man. Now these days they just done took over, and you still at the club with them. Any club, it don't matter. It don't matter, man. This is sad out here, y'all. This is sad. It done got bad, but you can't say you didn't know and you don't see it. So all praises to the Most High for that. All praises to the Most High for that. I saw it. I wasn't even in the truth. I wasn't no fool. We're using common sense. Job chapter 19, verse 19. It says, all my inward friends abhorred me, right? And they whom I loved are turned against me. That's only because of what? I done stood up. I chose to walk with the Most High now, man. I chose to turn my back on the world, right? I chose to turn my back on the world. The world is the people that you have forsaken now. People you used to run with, kick it with. Don't matter who it is. All your Thanksgiving people, all your Christmas, all your Easters and your birthdays and your Valentine, and all your New Year's, all of them, all your weekend people. Every weekend you get off, you got to run over to this place, run over to that place. All your barbecue and your block party people. Those people, that's the world. Verse 19 of Job in 19 says, all my inward friends abhor me. So what? And they whom I love are turned against me. So what? So what? Because they worship Satan. They mad at you. They abhor you. Because they don't want to come gravitate to the Most High. They won't disrespect Mashiach Yahushua. So what? Let them hate you. Let them abhor you. Let them dishonor you. That's fine. That's fine. Job chapter 10. Let's see. Verse 18 through 19. Because we go through some things, man. And in the fiery trial, once you get to this point, where I am for sure, and where it ain't funny no more, and everything, is vexation, man. Just watching how filthy the world is and how sinister the things that the Most High have allowed you to see are. Very, very vexing, and you really can't do nothing about it right now. But he keep waking you up. You still got to live in the land of Sodom. You got to go through it. I got to work with it. Every day I got to work with it. Every day I got to work with it. Every day I got to work with it. It ain't funny. It ain't funny to me. No way, Jose. It ain't funny to me. I don't find nothing fun about it. Right? Right? Let's go to Job chapter 10, verse 18 through 19. Wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb, Most High? Why you do it? Because you knew before I got here, I was going to be born in sin. I was going to be born in my land, the land of my captivity. I was going to be born into idolatry, paganism, murder, sodomy, confusion, pre-flood madness. You knew it, Most High. So let's read it. Wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb? Oh, that I had given up the ghost, and no eye had ever seen me or had seen me, and no eye had seen me. Verse 19 says, I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. I'm just saying, because sometimes I continue to go through sometimes, I'm like, I don't want to be here. I don't need to be here. Why am I here? What is all this about? What is all this about? See, I done got to that point now. Like I said, come in, you be happy. You eat the little book, and it be sweet in your mouth. But then now you done ate it and it start getting bitter. Oh, now you know, vexation of spirit now. You're going through the fiery trial now. So now you talking to the Most High, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. Because in the midst of all that, talking to the Most High like that and going through all that, He allowed me to go through that. But then I come right back around and thank Him. Because I still got to put Him up. I still got to put Him up, right? I can't faint when adversity comes. I got to keep it pushing, right? I got to withstand this fiery trial. I got to go through it. I ain't got no choice. If He keep waking me up, I got to go through it. And it is what it is, right? So let's read and move on. Job 10:18-19. Wherefore, Most High, or wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb? Oh, that I had given up the ghost, and no eye had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave, because it hurts, man, when you can't bring your family with you into this walk and it ain't one big happy deal. See, in the world, everything goes and everybody was on one accord. Everybody was on one accord. You understand? Everything go. We all go to Six Flags together, or we all do this together. We all do that together. And, you know, or one of y'all stop smoking, or one of y'all stop indulging in this, or one of, you know, you don't sell this no more. You don't do that no more. You don't go over here no more. Problems start getting created quick. And it's a severance. That's that sword that Mashiach said He came to bring. Not peace, but a sword, but division. I'm setting that variance. Family members against family members. And when that occurs, the fiery trial begins. The fiery trial begins. And that's just it. Right? A man said he wished he had been carried from the womb to the grave. And it's understandable. Like I said, when you're going through this, a lot of things, the conversation that you have with you and the Most High, I'm speaking for me. And I know I ain't the first one. I can't be. It's right here in the scriptures. I can't be the first one. I've also read other testimonies of other prophets and apostles. All the things that they've been through. They just separated themselves like John the Baptist went in the wilderness and chilled by himself. Isaiah went to a mountain somewhere by himself. Done with it. Sick of it all. Just sick of it. Sick of it. You get tired of talking and saying the same thing to the same people. You get sick of it. Moses didn't want nothing to do with it. He told the Most High to take me out the game. I'm sick of it. They take me away. These ain't my people. This your creation. I didn't bear them. They ain't come out my loins. I'm sick of it. So I understand it. Right? Right? I don't want to do it. Jonah, I don't want to do it. Jeremiah, before he even started, why are you picking me? Why is you picking me? So don't nobody want to do this. But somebody got to do this. Somebody got to do it. And sadly enough, or happily enough, it's us. Those who have chosen to take the staff. All right? And more power to y'all, man. Shalom, shalom, kwam yashala, man. Y'all stay strong up in this thing, man. May the Most High comfort y'all. And if you get discomforted, call your Aki or go to the Most High. Tell the Most High to send a spirit down to deal with you, comfort you, strengthen you, man. Because it's going to get worse and worse and worse. But the crazier and crazier it get, we got to just lean back and understand that the scriptures and the prophecies are coming to life, and that the Most High is true and every man is a liar. All right? That's it. So we got to remember that thing, fam. I'm talking because I need it for myself. Okay? Joel chapter 3, verse 10. I need it for myself. I need it for myself. So a lot of times I do video because I need the word myself. I need to put this word out on screen so I can go back one day and hear it for myself. I need to hear it too. I need it for comfort. I need it. I ain't ashamed to say I need it. I need it. Right? Joel chapter 3, verse 10. I need it, man. Woo, yes, I do. The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 10 says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let the weak say I'm strong. Right? Because I heard a brother say he weak. I heard a brother say he afraid. Don't be weak and don't be afraid. And if you are weak, you got to come up out that thing, man. Go to the Most High and ask. Please pour your spirit upon me. Put your spirit, please put some more in my cup. Strengthen me. I need a shield, man. I need some power pellets, or I need some spinach. I need some protein drink or something. I need it. And that's just spiritually, figuratively speaking. Give me whatever it takes, Most High, to strengthen me. That's what you got to do. You got to go to the Most High like a man. Say what you got to say. The Most High done brought you this far for a reason, man. You got to go back and deal with him accordingly, because he the one brought you in this. You are able to relate or converse with him as a man, because he don't want no chumps anyway. He don't want no chumps. He just said it right here. Let's read it and move on. Beat your plowshares into swords. Get ready to be a fighter. Right? Time of tilling the ground and spreading the word is over now. Prepare for battle. One phase after the next phase. All right? You spread the word. You did all I asked you to do in the gospel. Now do this. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Right? We ain't pruning no more. Now we jabbing. We thrusting. Let the weak say I'm strong, because it's time to go to war. That's what the fiery trial is all about, preparing you for your enemy. Preparing you so you can be strong, cleaning out that vessel, cleaning that wickedness out, so he can pour a full cup of it for you, boy. And so you be ready for war. We got to go through the fiery trial, baby. We got to go through the fiery trial. Isaiah chapter 13 and 12, y'all. Let's go there. The book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. All right? Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, right? Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Of course he will. After he done took you through these trials and these tribulations and this fiery trial, and he done tried you and refined you and made you as gold is tried in a furnace. After he done did all this, reshape you again, Adam. He gonna reshape you again from wickedness, from the wickedness you were born into, from the captivity that you have dwelt in, right? From the land of deceit that you lived in, from the land from the defiled bread that you have eaten since the time you came out the womb. He's gonna refine you. He's gonna reshape you. He's gonna remold you, Jake. That's for sure, because that's what the fiery trial is gonna do. Either that, if you do not get reshaped and you fall back down as just clay, it's all over for you, man. It's over for you. You done gave up the fight, yeah, you might as well give up the ghost and go on back to the grave, because you ain't no good to the Most High. So let's go. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold after he take you through this fiery trial. All right? Even the man than the golden wedge of Ophir. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Right? I'm going back to Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 5. Right? That's what the Most High said, man. So I need these things to strengthen myself, man. It's not just for me. If anybody out there hear it and need it, all praises to the Most High. Right? Sirach chapter 2 and verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, see, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Acceptable. So that's what's going to happen. Right? Once he take you through this fiery trial, you will be acceptable because you don't be done did what he asked you to do. You know, you stood in there. He know you ain't no coward. He know you ain't no punk. Right? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right? Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Whatsoever is brought upon you, take it cheerfully, man. See, I got to remember that. Let the weak say I'm strong. I got to remember that. I got to go back to the scriptures for comfort. I got to. If I don't, I'm finished, man. Who is going to tell me that around me? Who in my family going to tell me what you doing is a righteous work? Keep doing what you're doing. Be strong. Go to the Most High. They're not finna do that because then they committing themselves to saying they want to serve the Most High too. That ain't what they gonna do. So I ain't got nobody around me to be telling me that. 1 or 2 ox, which is very, very appreciative from the Most High, and I thank him. Thank you, Most High. Thank you. In the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Thank you. I really, really do. Y'all know who y'all is. I appreciate you. Right? Revelation chapter 3 and 8. Y'all know who y'all is. We talk. We give charity to one another. That's what we do, man. Revelations chapter 3, verse 8. Right? I know thy works, and have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and has not denied my name. You didn't turn your back. You didn't say I was weak. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say I'm afraid. I'm scared. I've been seeing ghosts. You know, all this kind of madness. And what Mashiach said. Verse 8, chapter 3 in Revelation says, I know thy works. He know what you went through. He know about the fiery trial. He went through it too. Remember? Remember the cup in Matthew 20? He went through it too. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. But thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name, period. Ain't been shamed about speaking, thus says the Most High. Ain't been shamed about none of that. Been a lion, been a fighter the whole time. Yeah, you fall. Only way you fall short of you weak, you get pissed off. If that's what you're going to call weak, I get pissed off. When I say I don't want to be here no more and I'm sick of it, you pissed off. You really pissed off because you see people's ears are shut, man. Just shut. It's almost like talking to a wall, and it's equivalent. It's a waste. But you come right back the next day and you try it again to that same wall. Most I said you're gonna have a spirit on you that you're gonna be able to tell the mountains to move, and they're gonna move. It's what Mashiach said, ain't it? That's what he said. You're gonna tell them mountains to move, and they're gonna move. But you gotta believe. If you fall out the race, you don't give yourself a chance, right? To get built up, to be that tower we were talking about earlier. You don't give yourself a chance, right? Like in Luke 14, give yourself a chance in building this tower. Think about that thing. Sit back when you start feeling weak. Say you're strong, and then start figuring out how this thing's supposed to go. What's going to happen? Can you see what's way down the road in front of you before it even happened? Can you see it? Huh? Prepare yourself. You already see the move. You see where it's going. You see where it's going. The Most High done put you in that position, but you just got to sit back. He keep waking you up. You're going to see prophecy unfold. You're a living prophecy. You are living prophecy itself. Y'all is, because you in there. You living it. Stay strong and keep doing what the Most High said do. Y'all are living the book. Y'all making the book true. Just like when Mashiach showed up. He walked it, he talked it, he lived it. Make it true. Ain't gonna be no denying. You living it. Don't let your parent, your mama and them keep talking about can't nobody do this and can't nobody do that. And all them children, them people died back in the Old Testament. Quit. Don't keep listening to them lies, man. That's madness. And that's wisdom from the unlearned who didn't even seek it out. They just kept listening and getting, taking regurgitated information and start spewing it out. And they didn't even investigate the situation. That's why we got to be thankful to the Most High that we investigated the situation. Let's move on. Romans 9:29. Let's move on. Romans chapter 9, verse 29. All right. The book of Romans chapter 9, verse 29. Salakia. Could I be? Oh, Romans chapter 9. Salakia. Let me mark it, family. Verse 29. And as Isaiah said before him, or Isaiah said, and as Isaiah said before, except the Most High of Sabaoth or of hosts had left us a seed, we had been like Sodom, like Sodoma, and had been like Gomorrah, or that's Sodom and Gomorrah. So in going through this fiery trial, we gotta hang in there. I ain't gonna say who really wants to live in Sodom. I know I don't. I didn't ask for it. But if the Most High didn't, he pulled me out. And I was gonna come out of it anyway before the Most High showed up. I had came out. Because I seen a lot of thanking for that. I seen it before it started happening. Before I even knew I was Israel and I backed out the world. Anyway, before it even happened. So I thank him for that. I thank you for that, Most High. I didn't want nothing to do with it because I seen where it was going. Didn't want nothing to do with it. So I ain't want to be. So it won't be too much longer, family. Because if not, we're all going to be devoured by Sodom and Gomorrah. We're going to be devoured. We're going to be overtaken. You got a job to go to. You must deal with this. That's putting too much pressure on somebody who ain't with that. You got to continue to deal with this every day. I can't even work my work day in Shalom because I got to go through this. I'm pissed off. I'm really, really pissed off. I have to go to the bathroom and pray because I'm pissed off. I need a spirit, and you need to do something. You need to do something. I need to make it through this day. So it won't be too much longer because you can't live. I will be crazy if the Most High don't hurry up and come and do something. I'll lose my mind. I cannot be happy in this type of environment. I just can't. I'm sorry. So here we go. As Isaiah said before, Paul said, except the Most High Sabaoth had left us a seed, or a remnant, just a seed or a cluster. We had been at Sodom and had been made like unto Gomorrah. That's what's up. Because you're gonna start blending in, laughing and giggling. You'll be, it's a waste. It's just a waste. And they're gonna overtake you, man. You got people around you that's in the world still that you love or whatever, however, it's gonna overtake you. Once again, you're gonna find yourself isolated and by yourself, man. And you start looking around and just wonder, man, I ain't got nothing. I just got my dog. That's all I got. I just need to go somewhere and just be by myself. Just forget it. Forget it. Because you get tired of it, man. You can't understand why people still choose. Why y'all gonna continue to be at this block party? Stop it, I say. I'm claiming this is Sodom. This is the land of sodomy. If you live in it and you ain't in the Most High, you're a sodomite. That's what they call you. Just like being in America. You're an American. That's it, man. Move on, man. Isaiah 49:15. I'm moving on. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense, man. But I'm going to keep talking about whatever going on in the world. That's what I'm going to talk about. I ain't gonna be talking about nothing else. I'm gonna talk about what's going on in the world, and I'm gonna come up against it. It just, I don't care who like it, or who don't like it. It doesn't matter to me. You better choose the Most High. That's what my advice to you is. All right. Isaiah 49:15 says, "Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee." And that's what the Most High is saying to us, those who going through the fiery trial, those who gonna stay strong, those who gonna stay in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? Those who gonna be, go through the furnace of adversity. The Most High said He ain't gonna forget you, man. But we got to believe this. We can't let this just be words right here written. Like I said, we got to continue to live it. And the word is life. And we'll be a part of that life. We are that life. We are the word. Keep living it. Keep living it. I don't care how rough, how tough it get. And I'm saying that because it gets rough on me. I'm just like I'm talking in the mirror right now. I got to keep it real, man. I got to keep it 100. So I got to stay strong. And the message going out. The spirit is getting passed on to whomever it need to lay on. All right. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget. A woman might forget. Like nowadays, women have children all the time now. Put them in the oven, put them in the dryer, leave them on doorsteps, doing all kind of madness. Putting blunts or reefer in their mouth, putting tattoos all over them children's face at the age of 1 and 2. Yeah, they forget. It's a wicked place out here. You know, they'll leave the child with their sister, knowing that their sister got an old lady, or leave it with their brother, knowing that their brother got an old man. They don't care nothing about what that child see. Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. That's what you call vexation of spirit, vanity, and this is what you call going through the fiery trial, son. I'm telling you, because I care. I'm going to say it again and read and keep it moving. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. So I'm praying. Please don't forget us, Most High. Keep us strong and keep us focused, all right? Keep us sane, keep us patient, keep us diligent and vigilant, faithful, hopeful, endured, and encouraged. Direct us and guide us, Most High. Keep us, all right? 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and 27. This is with all sincerity. I include that in my prayer daily, all day, every day. 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. Salaki. Yeah, I did that, didn't I? Mm-hmm. 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27 says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance." Right? Let's read it again. Put it in the wind. Be not weary, verse 27 says in the 2nd chapter of 2nd Ezra. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So be not weary. And all this is comfort when you're going through this fiery trial in the time of adversity. You need it. I need it. Right? So I'm going to try to close out with these scriptures of comfort, as we continue to go through this fiery trial. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 19 through 21. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 19 through 21. Keep your head up. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 19 through 21. Okay. Verse 19. That thy trust may be in the Most High. And I have, let's select it. Let me mark it first. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 19 through 21, that thy trust may be in the Most High. I have made known to thee this day, even to thee, to you, COTP. Have not I written to thee excellent things in counsels and in knowledge? Of course he has. That's what brought us to this place. That's what also got us going through the fiery trial. Of course he has, right? Verse 21, that I might make thee known, or Salakia, that I might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that sinned unto thee. Let's read that again. Have I not written? I'm gonna start verse 19. That thy trust may be in the Most High. That's right. And I have made known to thee this day, even to thee. Have not I written to thee excellent things and counsels and knowledge? Right? That I might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that sinned unto thee. Right? To them that sinned unto thee. Right. So we got to be prepared. We can't bow down. We can't back out. You know, we got to be prepared. So if somebody come our way, we got to say, thus says the Most High. We got to be able to point them in a direction. We got to be prepared for that. We can't do it if we faint and if we scared and if we run in the day of adversity. We can't do it. Right? We're going to jump to chapter 24, verse 13 through 14. Chapter 24 of Proverbs, verse 13 through 14. Let me mark it and I'll read it, family. Select it. Proverbs 24, verse 13 through 14. My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb, which is sweet to thy taste. So we got to keep that in mind in reverence to Revelations 10, chapter 9 through 10. Right? Keep it in mind. Yeah, it's sweet. Remember, it is sweet, but it gonna get bitter when it hits your stomach. But anyway, let's go. Proverbs 24, verse 13 says, my son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb, which is sweet to thy taste. Verse 14 says, so shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward. There shall be a reward. And thy expectation shall not be cut off. Right? When you found it, there shall be a reward. So eat the honey. Let it be bitter in your stomach. Go through the fiery trial and the tribulations. You know, it's going to have you pissed off. All that. All of that. But the scriptures tell us right here, eat it. So shall the knowledge of the wisdom be unto your soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Right? And we know what the reward is. We know now that we're in it. Now we're not just in it now to be Israel and claim that we Israel, but we're in it for the kingdom, for the restoration of righteousness, to be exiled out of the kingdom of wickedness, to see the kingdom of wickedness come to destruction. And all the naysayers and all the people that they don't even know, look, man, that they're haters of the Most High. All they know is that they are not ready to convert or change. Because out of the same mouth, they'll say they love God and believe in God. It is what it is, but it's our job to say love is an action word. You can't love somebody and keep knocking them upside the head and turn around that same breath same second after you done slapped them and tell them you love them. Something wrong with that picture. Common sense to tell you that this person don't love me. So if you say you love the Most High, we got to learn how to keep His commandments to the best of our ability. Sirach 4:28 says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Most High will fight for thee." That's what it says, and that's what we got to do. So when we walking through this fiery trial, like I said, there's a lot of more verses I could have brought out, but it's 2 hours already into it. I'm going to be done with that, and I'm going to let the word of the Most High rest for now. I'm going to thank the Most High, give all honor, glory, and praises up and out to the Most High, Yahweh, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Amashiach, Yahushua, Yahusha, right? And just say, hey, man, Kwam Yashala, stay strong and stay focused, like I said before. And I'm closing out my Shabbat in Shalom and Shalom. I thank you, Most High, for letting me partake in your set apart convocation. All right. And I just hope it's edifying to somebody, man. Leave me a comment, leave me some scriptures, help me out. I'll help you out, man. I appreciate the Most High once again. I appreciate your family. With that, I said, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. All right.